guys, it's Monica from Yellowbird DIY. Please excuse the noise behind me, but I am running my machine. Today I just wanted to quickly unbox this adorable Farm Fresh tiered tray set for you so that you can assemble it and paint it at home and achieve this beautiful finished product. So first I just wanted to show you quickly how this stand that's included assembles. You'll just paint both sides of this and they just interlock just like this, and each kit has a stand. You have all of your paints and a supply bag, which includes brushes, makeup sponges, and super glue to put everything together. And in this particular kit, I have gone ahead and bagged these teeny little parts. So your pumpkins for your banner are in here. They're super easy. You'll just go ahead and paint them and string them with the attached string like this. And then also in this kit, you'll find every little piece to make this cute little sign stand, which comes with this teeny little stand here. So this comes in two parts, and you'll just paint both little parts, and you'll just glue the slotted part on top of the solid rectangle. And then the stand just sits right in here like this, and that's that. Now you'll notice this is engraved. These are scored. When you're painting, just go ahead and take that makeup sponge, dab it into your paint, and always dab extra paint off onto something else. Then go ahead and very, very lightly dab over the engraving and the scored lines. As long as you dab very, very lightly and you don't go over this with too much paint, your piece will turn out just like this, and you'll see there's no paint inside of any of those lines. Now when you're done painting, the F-A-R-M in farm gets glued on here, and that is in this bag attached to a little piece of painter's tape here. Leave those letters on that painter's tape and just dab right over them. This way you don't lose anything and you don't get it all over your hands. And then you'll go ahead and assemble everything as shown here. There's no right or wrong way to do this. This is just how I chose to do it. You can certainly copy this example. Next, we move on to sweater weather. So this is super easy because everything for the most part is molded right on together like this. So this is all one piece. So in my example, I went ahead and painted all of this black. You'll notice that the backer board for this is scored. You're gonna take your sponge or a baby wipe and very lightly go over this. As long as you do that, you will not have anything run into these lines. If you get anything into the line while the paint is wet, go ahead in with the included thumbtack and just take the thumbtack and run it along the lines where the paint got into it. And as long as you do that while the paint is still wet, no paint will show. It'll come right out. So you'll go ahead and glue this over top, and then there's just some little leaves that you can place however you would like along that sign. Next we have this adorable wording sign, and this is so easy because this is all one piece. So I painted my backer board white, I painted this all black, a little bit of glue it on, and voila, it doesn't get any easier than that. Now we have our pumpkin spice everything. I went ahead and painted the pumpkin orange, the word everything brown, and same deal as that sweater weather, you have these scored on leaves. So you'll go ahead and take your baby wipe and very lightly go over all of this. You'll probably need 2 coats, and once you're done, you'll still be able to see all of the leaves in the background. Now we have our Farm Fresh pumpkin sign. For this, I used my brown paint and I distressed it with a little bit of white, same deal using the baby white. I also went ahead and made my letters a different color. So you have a paintbrush in your kit, and you can go in with the paintbrush while the wood is still raw like this. Take your white paint and really kind of messy, get it in there, make sure that it's covering inside of that engraving. Then you can take a baby wipe and wipe that off. Once it's dry, when you take your sponge and you dab over top of it, or you take your baby wipe and you paint over top of it, the lettering turns white. Now, it is a little complicated, and you certainly do not have to do this. If you choose to leave the lettering brown as shown, just don't paint this brown. Paint it white, paint it teal, paint it orange, whatever color you choose, and those letters will pop out. It's just an option. And then just as usual, you'll go ahead and dab over all of these letters. This is all scored on, making placement super easy for you. You'll just glue it and line it up to those scored lines as shown. And last but certainly not least, we have what's my favorite part about this sign is this shiplap truck sign. So in your kit, I went ahead and taped all of these little parts for you, the word pumpkin patch, the tires, the pumpkins, and the little I don't even know what that's called, whatever holds in the bed of the truck. So same deal, this is engraved. You'll carefully dab over top of that. I chose to do mine teal. And then this little, I wish I knew what this was called, but this little bar that goes across the bed of the truck, we'll just go and line that up right here at the bottom. You can see there's a little mark, and that little end of that piece lines up with it. So line that up there right at the bottom so that the top is open, and then those pumpkins will go ahead and slide right on in there. I didn't even glue mine down in my example. I just was able to just stick them right on in there. Thought that was a little easier. So that's what I did. And then I painted all of these letters brown and this arrow orange. I glued everything together. This is scored for you, the word pumpkin patch. So I would recommend starting with that. This way you know exactly where to put your truck. And I chose to distress my back a little bit. Again, it's completely optional for you to do that if you choose to. And that's it, guys. It's a pretty easy kit. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And as always, make sure you send me those final pictures of your final product. I love seeing that. Have a great day, guys.